I'm just stalling because I don't want to film. You know, for someone who's extremely lactose intolerant, I eat a lot of cheese. Hi friends, Rachel here. Welcome to Rach vs. World. I recently got my braces off like a month ago. I got them on in 2017, I think. And I did quite a bit of research before I got them on, so I would know what to expect, but there was actually a lot that I still didn't know even after I looked it up. I thought I would make a video on what I wish I had known that I couldn't find out. Okay, first of all, it takes forever. Like, I don't know why it didn't occur to me how long it would take. Like, I knew it was gonna take a long time to get your braces on, but I didn't know it was gonna take like 2 hours. So bring earbuds, bring music, bring something to listen to because you're gonna be there for a long time. Also bring a bunch of chapstick. This I knew, just slather that stuff on because they put one of those weird mouth opener things, like the dentist things that they use.
Intraoral lip retractors.
I don't know what those are called, but I knew to bring chapstick, but I didn't know that your lips will still be dry afterwards. My lips were super cracked for like a solid week after I got my braces on. First they dry your teeth for like a solid 60 seconds. They're just putting air on your teeth. They'll put this awful blue glue that tastes like literal poison on your teeth. I can't even describe the taste. It tastes like you just unscrewed a bottle of Windex and just started chugging it. Like, it's super bitter and acidic, kind of all around terrible. My orthodontist used this UV light to dry the glue. There was this automated robot voice that would count, and it was like 1, 2, 3, all the way to 60 seconds, and it sounded like the clamshell from that one SpongeBob episode. No. After you get them on, it'll be kind of scratchy, it'll feel weird. You won't really feel them until the next day. The next day. Mine didn't hurt until the next day because I got them on at night. I think I got them on at like 6 o'clock. So it was only a few hours before I went to bed, and the next day I woke up and it was the worst experience of my life. You aren't gonna be able to move your mouth or like chew at all. So just forget about eating or even just moving your mouth to like talk. I never realized how much you put your teeth together when you talk. So basically for the first like good week and a half, you're just gonna have a solid diet of acetaminophen. Apparently, don't quote me on this, I saw somewhere that you're not supposed to have ibuprofen when you have braces because it'll slow the process. I don't know what scientific backup they have for that. Apparently, it's because dental work is inflammatory and the inflammation is what starts your teeth moving. So when you take an anti-inflammatory, it slows them down. But I wasn't gonna risk it because I wanted my braces off that day right then. So sucking on ice also helped, but don't chew it. Don't chew anything. Also, eating with any sort of metal utensil, don't do it. Take it from me. Save yourself. Do not eat with a metal fork. Your mouth is just gonna get ripped up, but you aren't gonna notice it because you're gonna get used to it. So don't eat things that are super spicy, super acidic, like lemon, because you're gonna feel it then if you don't before. Also, your teeth are wiggly, which is terrifying.
Am I pregnant?
I mean, it makes sense because your teeth are literally moving like in your jaw, but I don't know why it didn't occur to me that they would get wiggly. But it was terrifying, but it's normal, so don't worry about it. It takes, I would say, a good 2 weeks to stop noticing your braces completely, and after that, you won't feel them. I popped a bracket once, and ironically, it was like 2 weeks before I got my braces off. And I ate this tiny piece of cookie and it went inside my bracket and then just popped it off. But because it was in the back and it was super close to the date I got my braces off, my orthodontist didn't have to put it back on, but still be careful about it. So when you have your braces on, every time you eat something, you will just acquire a second smaller meal in your brackets. So there are a couple things you can do for that. You aren't gonna floss, so get a water pick. This is what floss looks like. I still have some left over because like I said, I didn't use it. Let me rip this apart. It looks like this, and it's just a bunch of floss, but it has this special plastic thing on the end that's like thin plastic, and you're supposed to just shove it through your bracket and then pull it out through the other side so that you can just floss normally. But it's such a big deal to have to do it for every single bracket. It takes like an hour. So this is a water pick. It's actually not. It's called an air floss, but you basically turn it on and there's 3 settings. So you can do it on 1, 2, or 3. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, but this did save my life. It squirts water. You can also get these little brushes that are also lifesavers. They're tiny and they look like this. You stick them in between your brackets to get any food out. The easiest way is just to swish with water every time you eat something. So your teeth are gonna move a lot in the first week, more than any of the other process. So that's why it's gonna be the worst, but you're also gonna see the biggest difference. So tightenings. They are nowhere near as bad as getting your braces on. They'll basically just tighten all of your braces, which only takes 15 minutes maybe. It doesn't take that long. If they're switching out your arch wire, which they did a few times with me, it'll take longer, but it still doesn't take that long. So it's just gonna be tight. It won't start hurting until like 20 minutes afterwards, and it's nowhere near as bad as getting your braces on. It'll just be sore for like 1 or 2 days. So getting them off only takes like 30 to 45 minutes. It doesn't take as long as getting them on does. They just take pliers and yank your braces off, and it's like, great, okay, bye. And they use a drill to take off the glue. I was like, y'all need to chill. The smell of the dust of the glue is, it smells like paint stripper. I have never smelled paint stripper. I don't know where that came from, but it smells like something very chemically. And then it just turns into dust that you're inhaling, and it's not fun. But again, bring earbuds, bring some music, and you'll be fine. So once they take it off, your teeth are gonna feel so gross and slimy. Like, I thought they weren't done. I was like, my teeth feel disgusting. There's still some substance on them. And I looked in the mirror and it was like, no, it's just my teeth. Also, the wax doesn't work, so don't bother. That's not completely true. It works for what it's supposed to. It just is so annoying. If it gets really wet, then it'll just pop off. And it's annoying when it gets stuck in the brackets and you have to like clean the wax out. It was an ordeal. I think I used it just the first week, and then I never opened the container of wax again. I don't know where it is. Once you get your braces off, your teeth are gonna be a little bit wiggly, which again, worrying, but it's normal, so don't worry about it, and they'll stop in a few days. They're also gonna be a little bit sore because of the switch in pressure, so don't like go diving for an apple. Be gentle with them for a couple days. I looked so different without braces. Like, I was shook. I didn't look like myself. Oh, also I had like chips on the bottom of my teeth, and the orthodontist just filed my teeth down like I was a hamster. This is my retainer. I put my name and information on it that I'm not going to show you, but you can see my name. This is the top, this is the bottom. These are molded to my mouth. So when you first get your braces on, and everyone knows this is the worst part, they'll take this mold up your mouth. They put the little molds with this disgusting tasting like silicone, liquid silicone or something like that, and you have to bite down on it, and it's disgusting. They try to flavor it, but it just tastes like silicone. But anyway, they do that when you get your braces off too, because they couldn't let you off that easy. And you'll get your retainer. It took them about a week to get my retainer. The silver part goes in front of it. What's up? It's editing Rachel yet again, and I realized that I forgot to film an outro, so that's what we're doing now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in next week's video, bright and early, Tuesday morning. Like this video if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe, and bye for now. Ah. I dropped my water pick.